Okay, so this one's just going to go into the scalps. This chart actually has everything on it. I'm going to focus on the scalps. We could have done it on any chart we wanted to. This is just one example I have in the form marked up with scalps on it. And this is also, from this past week here. And I want to just give you examples that you can go back and review and check out. Somebody asked, hey, how'd you get those green arrows on your chart? I clicked the green arrow and I added it. And there's a lot of trades on this chart this day. Okay, we went in, we had apex entries, 540 on that one, 440 on that one. We had apex reversals. I didn't even mark all those down, but we had another trade right over here. Made another, what was that? $330. Yeah, that was the MVP reversal trade. So there's plenty of trades on here. Apexes, MVP reversals, and scalps. We're just going to focus on the momentum scalps. These are the trades that happen all day long, okay? Especially on higher, volatility markets. And they're really simple, okay? And just I want to be able to sort of teach you what's happening on this specific chart. So what date are we on here? Oh, don't tell me I didn't mark the date. I guess it's probably going to be the same date that I posted it. So 29th, okay. So let's go in here. And I don't mind pulling up any day and looking at it with you. I just think it's easier if I show you something you can reference, compare against the video, right? Okay, here's what it is. And it's really, really, stupid, easy, simple, okay? And we're just going to focus on the scalp part for this video. If a bar closes up, and don't, by the way, okay, I'm going to give you one rule before it. If you're within, let's just say, 2 bars distance, okay? If you're within 2 bars distance of a deviation level. So this is a 1, a +1 deviation level, right? Or a -1 deviation level. Just a +1 or -1. Or a high to low. But really, +1, -1 is what I'm looking at. If I'm within 2 bars of +1 or -1 deviation, so 2 bars, I'm 12 ticks. If I'm within 24 ticks, 24 cents of a deviation level, I'm not going to take any more trades on scalps because I don't expect it to keep going. It may, and I may miss out, but I also miss out on a lot of losses that way, okay? And you'll be happy anyway, it doesn't matter. So, right here. If a bar closes up, and that bar has exceeded volume, meaning the expected line, the gold line, the blue line's higher than it, okay, on the close. And you may see it reset as it's calculating the minutes inside there at the end of the bar. At the end. That's what you're looking for. Right when it closes is the volume exceeding. If the volume is exceeding right when it closes, then 3 ticks above, well, don't you love this consistency, right? 3 ticks above the high of that bar. With your stop 5 ticks below the low of that bar, okay? Enter. I don't care where it's at on the chart. I don't care where it's at in the ranges. I don't care at all. I'm going for a scalp. Now, there's 2 ways to do this scalp. I'm going to teach you simple method and then greedy method. All right? Whatever. It's not really greedy method, but, going for a little bit more. So, really simple method. Bar closes up. Exceeding volume. Buy 3 ticks above. Okay? Then basically just, set your stop down here. As soon as this bar closes, you can tighten it up right away. I mean, I wouldn't be leaving this stop down. So I'd be tightening that up. Boom. Okay, so I got in here, tightening it up again. Basically, if I have a 12-tick bar, I'm going for 12 ticks. Okay? From the high of this bar. So really, I guess you'd say I'm going for 9. All right, at a minimum. Like, this would be a true to scalp. Okay, 3 ticks above, get out, 9 ticks above. So right where that bar pretty much has its high, that's basically where I'm getting out. Like 9 ticks above. That's just a quick scalp over and over and over again. You can grab this in choppy markets all day long. Okay? You can grab this in trending markets. Just a quick 10 ticks, okay? But, maybe 12 ticks if you're going for the full amount, if you're going for the full 12. I know a lot of people like to go for the full 12. I don't think it's necessarily bad to do, but they'll go for the full 12. But whether you go for 10 ticks or 12 ticks, whatever you're doing, use one of 2 methods. Either just be consistent. That'd be my number 1 rule for you, okay? And basically what I'm saying is go for 1 bar size. You can either go for 1 bar size in profit, or you can go for 1 bar size from the high of that bar that you're trying to break. Okay, so whether it be 12 ticks or 9 ticks, I don't care. But just consistently do the same thing. Don't change it up. Okay? But you got in another one, and I mean, you look at this, and you're getting in. This is a good trick for you too, by the way. Right click, go to drawing, right here, and then go to stay in draw mode. And then now I can just. So I had a buy there, I had a buy there, I had a buy there. That one broke it. 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 I'm within 2 bars. I'm within 24 ticks. I'm actually right there. So let's get rid of that one. Okay. So let's see. I hit the end button at the end of the chart. I mean, you can see these everywhere. I mean, now this is scalp trading. This is not spreads. This could be done on binaries, potentially. Upon your strike widths and all that. But, I don't think I ever got rid of that thing. There we go. Okay, so now I can go over here. So I'm not going to do it, but then it all of a sudden starts turning around. Okay, well, there's my first one. Sweet, okay. That one does, the volume doesn't break the line. I don't take a trade. Volume doesn't break it. Volume breaks it. Cool. Okay, so I'm taking another one off. 3 ticks below that bar. 3 ticks below that bar. That one doesn't break it. I don't take one. 3. Yep, that does it. That does it. That does it. That does it. I'm just adding on all day long. Okay. And this just again and again and again and again and again and again. Okay. So. If you're scalp trading, I mean, if you got $5,000 in your account, David, one. You're going for $100 bills over and over and over again. I mean, that's like $1,700 bills. So you took it, they got from $1,500 to $2,700, and or more than that. But basically, yeah, about $2,700 in a day, or I guess, sorry, from $5,000 to $6,700 in a day. You'd be pretty happy, right? But these things are all over the place. I mean, just every time, boom, 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 boom. And notice how the volume backs off as it's about to turn around. And then pop, go again, go again, go again. All right? But you got to take that scalp. You got to take it. Okay? Because, I mean, you don't have to, but... Because what's going to happen is you're going to get greedy. And these things are going to turn around. Okay? So right there, you take that one and boom, it turns around. So you had to have a stop on that one. Then you go over here, boom, now you're getting them again, getting them again, getting them again, getting them again. This is like 4:30, 5 o'clock, 7 o'clock at night. Okay? This is nighttime, by the way, if you haven't noticed, night. Scalping. Boom, 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 boom. Alright? Now it may have taken an hour for it to get down there, because it's night, right? Whereas over here, you got like 5 of them in an hour. So, I mean, you can definitely do this at night. You can do it during the day. It's the simplest strategy I can teach you. Period. Like, literally, it does not get simpler than this. I mean, it's bar direction close, volume, and this is the big key. Volume has to exceed expectations. And then scalp it. But you got to take your stops on scalps, because a bad trade against you is going to nail the crap out of you. Okay? Like, if you go in there and you're only going for 10 ticks, 10 ticks, 10 ticks, and you let this thing go 5, 6 points against you, that is not going to be good. All right? So, we're getting in, we're taking profits, we're getting in, we're taking profits, we're getting in, we're taking profits. Okay? Now, you do have a choice. If you want to do this a little bit more momentum trade style, you could choose. And first, I would get it down where you can just do the scalps, by the way. But you could choose to trail in every bar, which means you're basically going to be willing to give up pretty much 12 ticks on any trade. So do you want to get 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, like right there? Or do you want to get, now that's basically taking 10 on, like, say 9 trades, okay? Or do you want to get, I mean, that's only like 27. So we actually made more just by hopping in and hopping out over and over and over again. So it's sort of weird. I mean, I've had some massive scalp like commission bills. Okay, so this does add up in commissions. That's why I like trading an amp. Okay, like $4 round turns. Remember one year my bill on just my S&P E-mini future scalp trades was over 50 grand just for the commission. That's a lot of scalps. But yeah, it can add up. But I mean, 10 ticks is $100. $4 or $5 commission, $95. You're okay. You love that trade. Yeah, it's pretty sweet. And it's easy. So, you could apply it to Nadex. You could do an at-the-money trade. Just go for $20. Buy the thing like closest you can get to at the money and then sell $20 higher. Just leave it alone. Let it do its thing. And, I mean, it doesn't have to also... $50, I mean, you're talking like 5 or 10 ticks and you got to get your $20. Okay, usually like a strike, like a 10-tick move, should get you about $20 on most at-the-money contracts. You could do out-of-the-monies. It's got to move fast enough. But if it's like one strike out of the money, like 10 ticks out, you could do that. Get out like at 50. But it may cost like 30, you may get out at 43, so you may only get like 13. All right? But you have less risk. You could do in-the-monies and just collect the money on premium. That'd be another way to do it. So just get out if it hits your strike. So you could really do any of the three on the binaries with it as well. So I'm just talking about futures, but yeah, you could apply it that way. Spreads, not a chance. Do not do this trade on spreads. With the distance you're going and the break-even distance and the bid-ask spread, which is tighter now that they've added on more market makers, until I see it come down a lot, right now I wouldn't do it. Not yet. So I'm not saying it can't be done. If some of y'all want to test it and demo it, let me know. I haven't spent time to do it, so I'm not confident to take it on spreads at this point. But yeah, futures, binaries, I mean, yeah, it's pretty easy. 10 ticks, pop over and over again. So would at-the-money setup for momentum scalp be, like, for example, 9 take profit, 20 stop loss, at +1, start showing that stop of 13. Yeah, that'd be a perfect example, Brian. Good job. So yeah, it's basically just a 10 tick profit target. You can trail it if you want to, if you're confident enough. But I mean, this is a perfect day. Okay, not all days are so pretty, right? So you may also be getting these, like boom, in that trade, in that trade. This one doesn't make it. Okay, comes down, hits you. Then all of a sudden you get in, so you wiped out a couple trades, but then boom, 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 boom. So you got that one trade. And I mean, this is, late in the day, nighttime, stuff like that. But I mean, even at night, we got like right now, what do we got? There we go. Okay, we got a trade, went down a couple, awesome, Basically just had a couple trades. That's not even tonight. Right now we're over here. There we go. We haven't even exceeded volume, I don't think. Sometimes you have to really zoom in, by the way, to see volume at night, just because it's so low in comparison. There you go. So we had some volume out of the gate, but yeah, not really exceeding volume at the moment. But that's the scalp trade. I mean, that's really simple. And I'm trying to first just teach you on the futures just so you can see it, because you got to see it on the actual chart before you can apply it to a derivative. The derivative, I mean, you're just talking 20 ticks, but you got it. It's not just direction, and it's not just volume. It's volume exceeding expectations. Okay? And you may decide that you like better using, like the binaries, because you have defined capped risk. You don't have to use a stop loss. If you use an out of the money, the number one advantage on a binary, if you go in and you buy like a $25 or $30 out of the money binary, you get out of the trade when it hits it, like, when you make $20 on it, the thing could go down against you and come back up and you'd be fine. Or if it went against you, you're talking, not quite a 1-to-1, but close to a 1-to-1 on it. And that's how scalp trading works. So scalp's not usually pure 1-to-1. It's more of volume of being really, really good at picking a direction. But I mean, I wish I would have had this years ago. Man, I mean, you start looking at the chart and you'll see them. They're all over the place. It's like just boom, 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 boom. And eventually, yeah, I mean, you're going to get hit. But you keep going. Bam, 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 bam. It's not like you get hit huge as long as you take your stop. Now, one of the things I've taught before, a little more advanced, we're going to go into it tonight, but get this thing down. Hop on the webinar tomorrow night. We'll talk about spreads. You can actually hedge your scalp trades with spreads, and that becomes a very, very fun game. So if you want to know which one's better, like 6 or 12, 14. I like the bigger bars, just because usually when they break, they break. Like boom, 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 boom. It's easier to make 14 ticks, right? You could go look over at 6 tick and compare them. There's going to be a lot more oscillation on a 6 than on a 14. Does that make sense? Because a 6, could have a 14 could include a couple 6s going in different directions. Like it could have like an up 6, a down 6, a up 6, a down 6, an up 6, up 6. 14 ticks total. Let's see here. All right, so that is the momentum scalp trade right there, and those 3 trades should keep you busy all week. Okay, we'll add on more. We'll keep teaching you more. We'll teach you. This is all in one chart, and they're very simple trades. And if you'll take this and put it into practice, ask questions, post trades in the room. Don't wait on somebody to be giving you a trade. Okay, you're not a baby. Don't be spoon fed. Just go do it and start asking. We'll help you out. Okay. Awesome. Y'all have a great evening.